This is our 1990 Cadillac Fleetwood d'Elegance. Mileage right now is about 111,148. As you can see, for a 23 or 24-year-old car, it is in incredible condition on the outside. We are the third owners. This was garage kept for the first 20 years. Unfortunately, since we bought it 3 years ago, we do not have a garage. So it has been out in the elements, but in general, looks pretty good. The roof is starting to show its age because we have not kept it in the inside, the vinyl roof. Pretty sure they call this color champagne. Paint is, I'm going to say 90% original. There are two areas that were repainted, touched up, and it was this area right here. There was a car when we first got it backed up to us with a bike rack on the back, and it hit in between right here and here, but that was blended in with the pinstriping. Body guys did a real good job. And then just this past year, my wife had this at work and somebody backed into this rear corner, but again, damage was minor, and this, I'm not sure what you call this, the back bumper area, I guess, is original, and they blended that back in and redid the pinstriping. Typical Cadillac trunk, absolutely huge and extremely clean. I'm pretty sure the original spares under there has never been taken out, which actually you probably want to get have it checked for air in case you did get a flat. It does have the electric close on it, automatic close, that does work. The tires we bought, I'm going to say about 8 to 10,000 miles ago. Just say 10, just to make sure. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt there, but as you can see, the tread is in very deep. The pinstripe white walls, original aluminum wheels. They're in okay condition. Passenger side is definitely in the worst condition out of all of them. The plastic is kind of cracked on both sides. Interior is also in really good shape, with the exception of a couple things which I'm going to explain to you. Typical Cadillac back seat. I think there's probably 5 hours of total seat time back here in 20-something years. Nobody ever sits back here. Pleated leather, all original. All this in really good condition. Here's the driver's rear. So, two of the problems for the interior is the headliner. These are typical, pretty much every Cadillac of this era has it. The headliner came down, the glue came undone. It's being held up right now. There's this crossbar in the back with the lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. And the other thing is, which happens on every single one of these, is the armrest. You can see that on the driver's side. All the other armrests are really good. They look incredible, actually. But this does it. And you can see on the steering wheel, the leather's not broken, but the dye is kind of worn through, so you could use a re-dye or leave it as is. Driver's seat, it's not cracked, but that is I'd say it would need a re-dye or leave it as is. We haven't done anything with it. The radio display does work, but the radio does not come on. I am not sure what the problem is. We never bothered fixing it. 3 owners, nobody ever smoked in it. It actually has ashtrays and lighters in the back seats too. There's 3 lighters in this car. Has the electronic climate control system, cruise control. Alright, so we're going to head out now. Current mileage is 111,148. It's definitely going to be higher. My wife uses this as a daily driver, so I'd expect a couple hundred miles on this extra. Maybe not even that much. We don't put many miles on it. That is all original miles. We have documentation from the original 2 owners. The original buyer had it for 20 years until she passed away. Had it Cadillac maintained. dealer maintained for everything. And when I mean everything, I mean literally everything. We have receipts where she had her windshield wipers replaced there, and we will provide all that documentation. You can see the dash, no cracks, no splits, no tears. Same thing, because it was garage kept for the first 20 years. It is in incredible condition. I don't know if you can see that. We're doing 75. There's no shimmies, no shakes. The car tracks very straight. When we first got it, because of the low mileage and not being driven a lot, we had the brake system gone through, rebuilt the calipers, and went through and replaced a couple of brake lines that were starting to show some wear and corrosion. So we wanted to do some preventive maintenance. Mechanically, the two main issues are the air conditioning, and there is a small oil leak. There's a slow oil leak. So the air conditioning was converted to 134A or whatever it's called by the previous owner. It was ice cold. After we got it, within a couple months, we started hearing the bearing noise from the compressor until it finally did. It died. The compressor died. Everything for the system is there. It's sealed. It does not leak. I just had this air conditioning done in another car of mine, and it was about $600. I would think you could have it fixed for about that. We could do it next summer. The oil leak, I'm going to say probably about a quart to 1 1/4 quarts between oil changes, which we have religiously done every 3,000 miles, and so did the previous owners. But no burning, there's no knocking. The drivetrain, transmission, everything works. There's no knock in the drive line. If you can see the shifter, the actual indicator is kind of like in between. It's a little bit offset, but all the gears work. Power everything. Power windows, power door locks, power seats, power, I don't even know what else. Power everything. You know, I just remembered something else about the interior. I don't know if you can see that right there. The previous owner, he took the door panel off to do some service work, and when he went to put it back on, he did not line up the pin for the lock. The door does lock, but it's not inside of the lever. So when you go to replace that door handle, that's something you want to just line back up. The parts are there, just something stupid. Car is good for inspection. It's actually good until November of 2014. And then at that point in time, you're going to be going to 2015, and this car officially will be an antique. And you can get the plates for it, and you no longer need to inspect it. But it doesn't matter. It would pass inspection right now. There are no check engine lights or anything like that going on. There'd be no problem. I highly suggest that you come and take it for a test drive and check it out yourself. Please bring your mechanic, or I have no problem. You can even I'll let you borrow it to take it to your mechanic to have it checked out. It is an older car, so I would definitely go through it myself if I were you. Nice and quiet, a little bit of dirty. I never had the engine bay detailed, but it's not totally filthy. You probably want to clean it up. But it's dripping off the bottom of the oil pan. I actually don't know what the valve covers are the leak, because I don't see anything coming down the side of the block. Like I said, you can see the AC components, everything is there. Just the compressor, the bearing in the compressor is shot. So it does have the trunk and fuel release in the glove box. It's super only. You only want to put high grade gas in this.